Hi, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marley G, back at you on another episode of Run It With You. And today we got to run about Sarah off the Is Given podcast. She basically saying it's one thing for a man to baby mama you once, but don't you dare get baby mama twice. So she basically just saying, that first time you get a little pass, but that second time it was a choice. Let's go ahead on and get into what she was saying, man.
It is one thing to be baby mamaed once, but don't you dare allow another man to baby mama you twice. That is 1000% your fault. At this point, it's a choice. Like my mother came on this podcast and said, by the time you are 22, all the trauma, all the things, if you had the worst parents in the world, if you had the worst experience in the world, by 22, you are adult enough to start correcting it. You had kids young, I get it. Most people have kids young. You don't have to have multiple children and just keep going with all these men that won't commit to you. And then stop teaching that to our daughters. That's the problem. So if you want to say there's a lot of single moms out here, that's the problem. Can we just address the elephant in the room?
I agree.
It is the problem. I am so sick and tired of people trying to pacify the fact that it's just okay to be a single mom. No, it's not.
It's not okay.
I definitely agree. I think, all these single moms, I think, all these broken homes is definitely taking an effect on society. Me, I'm 36. I have one child. I learned my lesson. I said, man, the next time I have a child with a woman, it's definitely going to be the woman that I see myself being in a long-term relationship with, for the foreseeable future. And the crazy part about it, the woman, they definitely have the choice. Now, I understand it's your body. You don't want to, do no things to abort the kid or whatever, because it could kind of like mess with you mentally. And I understand that. But for the most part, it's up to y'all to even let these men have sex with y'all in the first place. And y'all are just choosing terrible partners, not only to procreate with, but to mess with in the first place. But a lot of women want to talk to men, quote unquote, for the plot, and it's just sad. And I think Sarah, I think she don't have any kids, if I'm not mistaken. So sure, she ain't just giving no thoughts and stuff that she's not practicing what she's preaching. I don't believe, But I will say this. I will say, when it comes to that first kid that you had a baby with the first man, I do think that a lot of women they have these situations where it's a toxic relationship. They had these situations where it was a first love, and they could kind of get blinded by being so young. But that second time, you had to learn from your mistakes. So when I see women out here with 3, 4 different baby daddies, 4 kids, 2, 3 baby daddies, like it's just mind-boggling to me. At that point, I just felt like you either stuck on stupid or you just trying to let the government take care of you.
To be a
I'm
single
so
mom.
sick and
I
tired
don't
of
think
us
it's
as
okay.
black
I
women
don't think
being
it's okay
single
to be
mothers more than anyone. I don't want to have conversations about like, oh, what was your baby mama like? What was your baby daddy like? I don't want. No. How's your husband? That's what I want to talk about.
That's not
How's
the
your
reality
wife?
for everybody else. People have sex outside of marriage. They end up having babies out of
So
wedlock.
they already ruined it for
ruin their
themselves.
lives, Sarah, because
They ruined it for themselves. Yes, they did.
They definitely did.
They absolutely lowered their wife value on the market because they were frivolous with their body.
I definitely agree.
That's the problem.
You absolutely lower your wife value on the market, but you can still find a man out there if you carry yourself well. Like, there's women out here with multiple kids, maybe 2 baby daddies, but they are good women. They just had relationships that didn't work out forever with 2 men, you know, and they can still get wifed up. Now, if you are a terrible woman and you got multiple kids, you almost up shit creek. I mean, it's really looking bad for you. It's gonna be hard for you to get approved by a good man that's gonna take you serious. You know, you can have a lot of kids, you can have a lot of baby daddies, you can get a man, but are you gonna get and retain a good man is the question. You know, first of all, a good man is gonna be hard to come by, and then even if you get him, can you retain him? Sexual access is one thing, but having him commit is a whole totally different thing. And I think women have these things confused. And she is right. This whole baby mama culture, you know, a lot of it is getting pushed in the music. My baby daddy, my baby mama, like that shouldn't be the goal. That shouldn't be the goal. And a lot of these kids are planned born out of red, are planned born, you know, out of wedlock, playing born, you know, not in a committed relationship. And I think that is definitely damaging. We got so many broken homes in the Black community. But I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section. Do y'all agree with her? Do y'all agree with the other lady who's kind of seeming like she's playing devil advocate, or she's kind of just saying a reality? I mean, that's not the case for most people. Like a lot of people, they're going to have these problems occur. And I'm an example of one of those people who had a kid with somebody who's, I wasn't, you know, in a full-blown committed official relationship with, you know. But like she say, that second time you gotta learn your lesson by the time you're 22. And I was around 22 and I told myself that. So I want to know what y'all think down in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, what you waiting on? Until next time, I'm out.